Okay, so we've got the guitar from Sweetwater. I'm giving away this guitar on June 30th. It's a Epiphone DR100. The idea behind this series, for which this is the first video of, is to see if we can turn an inexpensive Dreadnought acoustic guitar into something that's playable for bluegrass music or country music or whatever it might be. There's actually a description link party down below. You're gonna find all kinds of information, and if you use my Sweetwater links, it's gonna help me out in creating this content. But the idea here is that even if you are a beginner player or if you're a more advanced player, that we get something out of this kind of educational material, seeing what this is all about. And so if you're watching, if it's June 2024, you can enter to win this guitar. If it's later, it's a learning experience. So save the playlist and let's get to this, all right? So make sure you're subscribing and turn on your notifications so you see how this all goes. We're gonna have a lot of fun with the content. So let's unbox this puppy and see what we're working with. All right, I'm gonna give you my first impressions of this guitar, and then I'm also going to compare it against two other models, a $500 Martin and an $800 Recording King, and that's gonna give us an idea where this stands sound-wise. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this puppy unboxed, all right? This is the first time I've ever actually unboxed a guitar before. I generally always want to play a guitar before I make a purchase, but in this circumstance, this is not the case, so it's taken me a while to get through this. Okay, so first impressions are it's bigger than it felt getting out of the box. As in, it doesn't weigh a lot, so when I was unboxing it, I was like, did I get a junior model guitar? But it's not. This is a full-size body guitar. Let's see if it will play a G run. All right, we're gonna have to tune this up. So when you get a new set of strings on a guitar, you usually have to tune it a couple times. And so given that this is a brand new guitar with a brand new set of strings, we're gonna have to tune it a lot. There we go. Okay, now we're in tune. Let's hear that G run. Whoa. All right, so interesting. Let me move some microphones around and I'll give you my thoughts, and then we'll throw in the other guitars and really see how this thing compares right out of the box. Okay, so I noticed some things right away. This guitar is not set up badly whatsoever. From my non-expert sort of analysis, real quick analysis at least, the action here looks right about where it should be for a bluegrass guitar. And I've run into problems with this and have had to have a lot of adjustments on my Recording King recently. The action on, if you're playing bluegrass, should be a little bit higher to prevent fret buzz when you're soloing down here. It's a real big, well, it can become an issue if you're mic'd or whatever, and if your action's too low, it's gonna buzz on your fretboard up here. But I expected this to sound worse, honestly, and I'm not just saying that because we're making a video about it. What I see is a lot of plastic, and so like some of the upgrades we're gonna have to do is gonna be down here on the saddle. I see like plastic pins here. That's the part that holds the strings in. Those are gonna have to be replaced because this is obviously using a lot of cheap materials, and these are gonna affect the way the guitar sounds. But let this sort of be the first sort of comparison. I'll keep this video, I'll be comparing it as I make adjustments along the way, always kind of coming back to this room, these microphones, in this setting. And the other thing that I noticed is that typically with a guitar, you're gonna want a bone nut. The nut is the part up here on the headstock or below the headstock where the guitar strings rest, and that affects the sound greatly. And this is also, by the looks of it, plastic, all right? I'll throw the specs up there on the screen for you guys. The tuners don't feel that horrible. I'm not really unpleased with the tuners or displeased with the tuner so far. That's big for me. I like a sturdy, like tuning mechanism when I'm playing guitar. That's just something that I really, really prefer. And these don't feel that cheap. We'll see if we have to upgrade them, get some opinions on that. But overall, I don't know. This is what it is. We're going to see if we can turn this sound and make it sound better, all right? So let's get the other guitars in here, and we'll see how they compare against a brand new, inexpensive Dreadnought guitar. Okay, so first impressions are that this thing is playable right out of the box. I am going to hit on the specs maybe in a different video or maybe somewhere else, but this doesn't sound horrible. Like I said, it sounds a bit better than what I thought it would. That being said, this is made of cheaper material. Not gonna lie, there's the price right there. Check everything out in the description, guys. Use the Sweetwater links. It really helps out me. It helps out the channel. But I'm really excited to get going on this. I'm gonna be having some fun with this, all right? So make sure you're checking out my blogs. I'm updating those all the time on my website, CodyMmusic.com. If you're watching this, it's June 2024, next month. July, I'm in North Carolina, Western North Carolina, for a string of shows, kind of outside of my my normal sort of region. So anyway, Morganton, North Carolina on July 19th at Brown Mountain Bottle Works. July 20th at the Catawba Brewing's South Slope in Asheville, North Carolina. And the 21st in Asheville, North Carolina at the Funkatorium. So check out that. I've got all kinds of cool content coming out, all bluegrass related. So guys, stay tuned and make sure you're staying tuned for updates for this guitar series. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a learning experience and I'm looking forward to it. So you'll see you on the next video. Adios.